Hello everyone, welcome to this short presentation about empowerment evaluation approach. In this presentation, we're going to look at introduction, 10 principles of empowerment evaluation, its purpose, method, strengths and advantages, weaknesses, its relationship with other approaches as well as its future and reflection. Let us begin by defining what is empowerment evaluation. It is defined as a participatory evaluation approach aimed at improving programs, fostering accountability, building capacity, and promoting organizational learning. This evaluation was founded by David Fetterman in 1994. Key features in empowerment evaluation include Key people in empowerment evaluation include Abraham Wandersman and Sheikh Kaftarian. In this approach, an evaluator acts as a coach or a facilitator rather than a judge, and its key features include participatory in nature, capacity building, organizational learning, and democratic process. It is participatory because all community members participate in the evaluation process from the beginning. It builds capacity to the organization members to be able to evaluate their own organization and programs. It fosters organizational learning as the organization members learn how to do evaluation and they learn from the outcomes of their organization performance. It also encourages democratic participation, that is allowing all just and fair participation in the evaluation and decision making process. It is guided by 10 principles, including improvement, as we have seen in the definition, that it fosters improvement of the programs or organizational performance. And it also fosters community ownership of the evaluation process as well as decision making. It fosters inclusion, that is to ensure that all relevant stakeholders are included in the evaluation and decision making process, including the marginalized. As we said before, it encourages democratic participation. It also fosters social justice. That is, it reduces social inequity that exists within the organization by empowering those the underprivileged or underrepresented. It also considers community knowledge in decision making. It considers community wisdom, the culture, and all about the community life and history. As, an, as any other evaluation process, it is evidence-based, that all the decisions are made based on the evidence collected on the field. As we've said before, it helps organization members to gain the knowledge that they use in the ongoing evaluation process. Also, we have seen that organization members learn from the process and adapt the evaluation in their daily activities. It also fosters accountability, that it makes the organization member become responsible for their action. This evaluation approach serves different purposes, that here we are going to look at them at three. So we have improvement, capacity building, and accountability. And improvement, it fosters program improvement, program success, and continuous learning. Under capacity building, it fosters self-determination, capacity building, community ownership. And under accountability, it fosters self-assessment, internal accountability. In the internal accountability is that organization member become responsible within the organization. It also enhances outcomes and ensuring social justice. This evaluation approach is mainly qualitative in nature. So its data is collected through collaborative workshop. This is where community members or stakeholders participate in a joint workshop with the evaluator in the process of learning. It also uses semi-structured interviews. These are one-on-one interviews with the evaluator. It also uses focus groups. These are led by the evaluator, and dialogue and group dialogue. These are free dialogues where community members participate in the process by free participation, not guided by the evaluator. It also uses document analysis where community members or stakeholders work side by side with the evaluator to analyze the documents and all records. It also collects its data from storytelling, where organization members tell their stories of success, challenges, strengths, and weaknesses. It also involves participatory observation, where the evaluator becomes an active observer within the community. It also collects its data from community and stakeholders meetings. Apart from being qualitative in nature, mixed method can also be used where case studies using ratings and narrative explanations can be used. It has several strengths including capacity building, that is helping the organization members to build evaluation knowledge that they use in the organization. It also promotes self-determination. It also encourages ownership, that the organization members own the evaluation process. It enhances evaluation and program sustainability because organization members learn the evaluation process, so they do it continuously. And through this continuous evaluation, they sustain the program as they improve it, as they continue working on it. It also democratizes the evaluation process, as we have seen that there is equal, it gives the community members equal chance to participate in the evaluation process and decision making. It also strengthens the collaboration and participation. Here, the community collaborate with the evaluator and they participate fully in the evaluation process. It encourages accountability, as we have seen before, that community members feel responsible for their actions. And it also aligns with social justice values. Despite these advantages, it has some weaknesses, including unsuitable for high-stake decision making. This evaluation approach cannot be used to make high-stake decision making because it solely depends on the community values and no objectivity in the process. It lacks standards for success, no preset standards of success that are being evaluated. It also lacks credibility with the external audience. The people who are not in the organization usually don't trust the finding or the decision made through this process. There is also a risk to empower only those who are already powerful. As we have seen that it is democratic process and it encourages inclusion and social justice. But sometimes those who are already powerful are given priority, ignoring those who are not yet powerful or underrepresented. Also, it lacks objectivity and scientific rigor, as we've said before that the evaluator has no voice. He's just a facilitator. The program participants or organizational members are the one who have voice. So the evaluator has no voice on it. So it lacks that objectivity as all the judgments or the decision are based on subjective judgment or reasoning of the community members. Also, it lacks guarantee of evaluator neutrality, as we've said that the evaluator has no voice, so there's no way he's going to be neutral, but he's going to work on the um, decision and the decision and the data that he receives from the community members. This evaluation approach has a relationship with other approaches, including utilization-focused approach, practical participatory evaluation, continuous quality improvement, advocacy, meta-evaluation, responsive, democratic, developmental, indigenous, and gender-focused. They are related first in purpose, like meta evaluation is learning from the evaluation process. So is also this empowerment evaluation also encourages learning from the evaluation process. It relates with some of these evaluation approaches due to participatory approach that they use. Like if you look at responsive, democratic, developmental, indigenous, all these approaches encourage community participation in the process. Finally, we are going to look at the future of empowerment evaluation and reflection. First of all, empowerment evaluation is a must, and it should be integrated globally as it gives the voice to the community that is being evaluated. Also, it should embrace technology as we have technological advancement right now, and evaluation is turning to AI. So it should also the research should be done to see how the AI can be integrated in the evaluation process. Also, as you said before, that it is related to other evaluation approaches, and it still can be integrated with these approaches. Uh, Before doing the judgmental evaluations that we've seen, it is important that the community or the program participants or the organization members being given the power to evaluate themselves before the final evaluation that is judgmental. Also, one thing that I see with empowerment evaluation is its ethical practice. Sometimes the organization members may inflate data to hide the weakness of the organization or the program performance. And as I said before, this is a must-have skill. So every organization members, I feel like they need to have these skills to evaluate themselves and to evaluate the programs that they are doing. And this fosters organizational learning. So when the judgmental evaluation comes, they are in a good position to defend the uh, outcomes or the impacts they have made in the society. Thank you.